Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Mama Smoky Hills Life Skills. This Sunday morning, we are going to be making perfect Southern chocolate gravy. Now, is mine perfect? Probably not, but it's pretty good. That's just what the recipe's called. I'm going to go ahead and give you the measurements for what the recipe calls for, because it's probably going to feed 2 to 3 people. We are a family of 5, so I always add extra to ours because that's not quite enough here. So go ahead and get your pen and paper and write this down. You're not going to want to miss out. I decided to go ahead and share this recipe because a couple weeks ago in a Facebook group, I had put my chocolate gravy that I had made in there, and I did not realize how many people in the world did not know what chocolate gravy was, or they just thought it was just some kind of gross hot pudding on a biscuit. And it's not, y'all. It is delicious. I grew up eating this. My grandma made it my entire life. And I wanted it to be something that I could pass on to my kids. And it is just simply delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the recipe here. It is 1.5 cups of sugar, 4 tablespoons of flour, 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 3 cups of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to put all this in this mixing bowl, and then we'll get it into our skillet. The teaspoon of vanilla extract is not necessary. That is your preference if you want that. I think I've put it in there once or twice. I usually don't even add it. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the way I do it. I may not even go completely, by measurements. I just add more than what this says. We're going to start with our sugar, and I'm going to add, that called for 1.5 cups, so I'm going to go ahead and do 2 cups. This is a 1 cup measuring cup here. Now we are going to do 4 tablespoons of flour. The spoon that's in my flour is a 2 tablespoon spoon. So I will do 2 of these. No, I'm adding to mine. It calls for 4 tablespoons. So I'm going to do 6 tablespoons. So here's the baking cocoa that I use. It calls for 1/3. So I'm going to go ahead and do maybe 1.5 of these. And this is a 1/3 cup. I may have to just pour it in here. I'm using a phone and I'm not able to sit it down and film. And I'm making a mess, but that's okay. So there's 1, and then I'm just going to add a little bit more. Okay, now it calls for 3 cups of milk. Okay, we do not add the milk into this. We mix all of the sugar, flour, and cocoa powder. Just mix it up real good. We may go ahead and just add a little bit more of the cocoa. Now we are just going to add it to our skillet. Now, I'm going to just mix it up some here in the skillet because the bowl was turning too much. You could definitely go ahead and add your milk to the bowl of this and pour it all in here together. But I'm going to add my milk just right here. And I'm not, it says 3 cups, but I'm not going to measure that. I'm just going to eyeball it because I'm pretty used to making gravy in the skillet and I know where it's. And we are going to turn it on about medium heat, and then we can turn it up if we need to, but you do have to stay on top of the stirring this because it will get clumpy. So as you can see here, it has started to smooth out quite a bit. But I do need to turn my heat up. But like I said, make sure you stay on the stirring with this because it will stick. It will get thick and clumpy. And you need it to be smooth. So we're going to turn it up to a little bit higher heat on my stove. It's about 7. Everyone's is different. So between 6 and 7. We may have to turn it back down here in a second, but I need to turn it up to get it cooking. So the chocolate gravy is now done. You can see the difference in the color here where I've stirred compared to here. It gets this dark film on it, and you just stir it up. Just like regular gravy, white gravy does the same thing. But you can see the thickness of it. I've had it to be way thinner than this, and then sometimes it gets a lot thicker. So every time I make it, it's not the same. Sometimes thinner, sometimes thicker. There's the finished product, guys. You put you some pat of butter on top of that biscuit and gravy and that bacon. I always loved either sausage or bacon with mine, but I really love it if you pour the chocolate gravy over the bacon and put the butter on top. Y'all, is this Weight Watchers? Absolutely not. It's good Southern goodness, y'all. It's delicious. Go ahead and try it. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.